So let's log into Prime. I'm going to log in as my user. It's that one. And click enter. Okay, so we're going to pretend like I'm an AP approver that needs to approve some bills. Okay, so I'm going to start with my favorites, and I'm going to start in my dashboard. So I have here an AP approvals dashboard, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it, which navigates me to my generic inquiry here. Okay, so what's the first thing we notice in this generic inquiry? We have quick filters up here. So notice that my quick filter actually tells me what I'm filtering on. So I'm filtering on status equals pending approval, right? If I wanted to get rid of this filter, I can simply remove it, right? So quick filters are a new function that we do have where you're able to easily tell what you're filtering on. You can also drag any column in the generic inquiry to show you to filter on, right? And I can just drag it out. Let's say I just wanted to filter on staples, then I can just filter on staples, which is a really neat function that we have. Notice you're able to easily tell what you're filtering on, right? Let's say that you're filtering on multiple conditions, right? So if I just say type bill and check, or bill and check, right? Notice right here, it tells you exactly what you're looking for. So pretty neat feature, very new, and we're excited for this. So let's go over the next topic that I did want to go over, which is quick search. So quick search gives you ability to have more control in terms of what you want to search for in the generic inquiry. So if I navigate over here to the right, let's say that I want to look for staples. Then it's looking for staples on the vendor name, and it's also looking for staples in the vendor reference over here. So if I just scroll down, notice that it's looking for staples here as well. So with quick search, you have the ability to select what column the IntelliSearch over here searches for, right? Let's say that you didn't want to use this IntelliSearch on vendor reference number. You can quickly and easily uncheck the box in the generic inquiry, and it won't search on this column anymore. So you have a lot more control in terms of what this search is looking for in the generic inquiry. The next topic I did want to cover is footers. So notice at the bottom here, we have a count of 1. So we have footers, and we can add these footers anywhere in the generic, any column that we do have in the generic inquiry, right? Looking for staples, so it's going to count. I only have one vendor. I'm only looking for staples, right? Let's say I wanted to filter on bill, right? If I wanted to filter on bill, notice my amount changes, and all my bills for staples is 461,000, right? Let's say I wanted to look at all my open ones, all my open AP bills, then I can simply do that. I have 21,380. So what these footers do is that they adjust in terms of what you're looking for, right? Let's get rid of staples. If I get rid of staples, then it's showing 25 vendors, and all my open AP bills for these 25 vendors is 227,000, right? Real neat feature that we do have here with these footers, right? It's gonna prevent us from having to download these generic inquiries. And imagine if you had like a job cost type of generic inquiry, and you had thousands and thousands of records, then you can easily tell here, what the amount will be, because when you download job cost type of reports that have a lot of records, hundreds of thousands, it can take a while. And notice down here in the footers, it actually shows us how many records we have. Right, so let's clear my filters. So I have 765 records total, and it shows me how many pages I have. Right, if I go to the next page, then you can see that it adjusts. These are the 22 to the 42 number of records here, and it also shows me my pages. And this adjusts based off of It adjusts based off of your screen size. Notice I have 37 pages down here. Let's say I want to make my screen smaller. Let's make it 90. Now we have 30 pages, right? Everything works seamlessly with this new generic inquiry, and we can see here, right? It's very functional. So the next thing I did want to cover, next new feature, is the conditional formatting, or we call it styles in generic inquiry. So notice on my bills, on my debit adjustments, I'm highlighting them yellow. So in the generic inquiry, you have the ability to add conditional formatting to rows, right? Notice that these are all yellow. So what I did in my conditional formatting, I did something like, hey, if the bill is a debit adjustment, then highlight it yellow. Otherwise, don't do anything with it, right? And you can get creative, and you can do all types of conditional formatting, and it's not that hard to do. Very, very easy. You can also do styles on specific columns. So let's say that I wanted to highlight these amounts over here, and I wanted to, let's say, if it's over 10,000, highlight it green, otherwise don't do anything. Then we can do that as well for any column that we have here. I mean, this is kind of like Excel, right? It's very, very similar to Excel.